Welcome to City and Snow. This is a modified Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition Let's Play podcast. I'm Lizzie. I use she, her pronouns. And I'm Dungeon Master and I'm feeling pretty self-indulgent today. It's gonna be good.
I'm Anna. I play Ilivara, the Deep Elf Hermetic Red Blade. We both use she, her pronouns. The last time she got so wet with a bunch of other girls and boys and non-binary characters.
Hi, I'm Izzy. I use they, them. I play Yor, the Tiefling Paladin, and last time they introduced their bag of tricks pal, Lazo, and he sniffed out that roper before it just tentacled 6.
Really putting that E in explicit.
It's a verb now.
Yes.
Hey, my name's Miranda. I go by they, them, or he, him, and I play Six, the Tabaxi Sorcerer, and last time he had a magical girl transformation into a merman cat boy, and he dove for sunken treasure and skeletons. Mostly skeletons.
Hi, I'm Lane. I play Hannah. Me and her both use she, her. And last time, she tried to use all 3 of those brain cells that she had to try and pull the roper off of the roof, but was either too strong or too weak and just tore its tentacle off instead. Probably got wet for a different reason that Ilivara did as well.
So last time Damn it. So close. Last time on Sitting in Snow, the party said their temporary goodbyes in town of Higglethorpe, and followed Moritz, the kobold, outside town to the base of a cliff before Moritz flew off somewhere else. The party entered a cave with different puddles of water and a door at the end, and they were attacked by a roper. The rocky tentacle monster got the last laugh as everyone ended up dunked in a pool of ice-cold water. Taking a break to treat their bruises, everyone rested a little bit. Six dove into the pools of water and found some interesting trinkets. And so, everyone, we meet our players, cold, damp, and about to head down a stone staircase. So, my question, I have 2 questions. 1, are you using any light sources? And 2, what order are you going in?
I am going first, and I'm using my eyes.
I mean...
Okay.
I think we all have dark vision to some extent, but I do have light as a cantrip, so I could cast that on anything, really. I feel like Six would just sort of get a kick out of lighting up Hannah's head like a light bulb, and then following her.
I could go first, only in the interest of being a scout, because I can stealth and I have very far dark vision. But I'm also okay with Hannah just tanking everything.
So am I.
I don't have to, because if you're going first for stealth reasons, I wouldn't want to make you a lamp with magic, because that would kind of ruin your stealth. So I don't have to light anything up, because like I said, we do all have dark vision, so I can't really see color in the dark, I think, but I can still see pretty far.
Yeah. I mean, I could even just be behind Hannah and I can see 120 feet, so we might still be okay spawning things before it happens. All right.
Okay.
Hannah first, then. Then me. Then Six, then Yor.
Yeah, go wherever.
Sorcerer sandwich.
Aw, yeah, protect the boy.
Okay.
But yeah, I was gonna say, as we go down the stairs, you just hear Six grumbling about his new hat. because it got soaked.
Aw.
Ruined.
It is a mess.
You could have taken it off.
I didn't take it off in time. I look so dashing in this hat.
It is unfortunate, Six, but we should be cautious and quiet.
Squelch, squelch, squelch.
No.
Yeah, so you all head down the spiral staircase. It goes further and further down into the earth. And as it goes further down, usually you might expect, especially Ilivara, who has spent time underground before, that it would be a little bit colder. But as you go down, you do notice that things begin to warm up, almost to room, like an average room temperature, in, say, spring or summer.
Does it have a smell to the air at all?
It's a little bit metallic, a little minerally.
Wait, is this the Hot Springs episode?
Let's go!
Woo!
Full steam ahead to the hot springs. Yes, the hot springs episode.
We did it,
You just
everybody.
like getting us wet and twisted up in tentacles.
Very, very anime inspired right now. Hot Springs episode, tentacles.
Oh my god.
I have zero regrets. I will have you all
I've got a few
know.
of them.
Joining this group for one thing. No.
Okay, after 15-20 minutes of walking down these stairs, you reach the bottom, and at the bottom is a door. It has a simple latch lock on the outside, about halfway up the door. It would open inward, you can tell.
Let's check it for traps real quick. So, investigation?
Yes, it is.
I almost remember how to play this edition.
Yeah.
23.
It's a check for traps roll. 23 is such a good roll. You do not find any traps on this door. It's actually relatively simple.
Hannah looks safe enough.
Okay. So the room is plain. It has a stone floor, a ceiling, flagstone walls. There's no extra light in this room. And as far as you can tell, it goes down 40 feet and 25 feet across. Above you extends a domed, unpolished ceiling. Directly across from you is a door that looks identical to the one you just opened. And the room is hexagonal in shape.
Not hot spring shaped.
Not with that attitude.
What?
Sorry.
Hot Springs.
What's everyone's passive perception?
14.
Okay.
Oh, 12.
15.
11.
Okay.
Wait, how is mine better than yours?
Your,
Yay.
Wisdom. Based off wisdom.
yeah.
Wisdom and your perception skill.
Wisdom versus Paladin's are charisma.
Oh.
They're in their head a lot.
I get that. I understand. Okay. Tell me what you do.
I'm gonna actually squeeze past Hannah and
Okay.
start looking along the floor just to be safe in case it is trapped. So I'll hold out a hand to just pause, Hannah.
Okay.
Ilivara is in full-on dungeon mode. This is the first time we're seeing this.
Yeah.
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 Goes into her like dungeon animation.
Pro.
Ooh, so cool.
So, perception check, investigation check. What would you like to do?
I'll do an investigation. 20.
Okay. Yeah, so with a 20, you start walking into the room, and then you you stop because you notice that some of the terrain in front of you is an illusion.
Oh.
You, while you're looking on the floor, you see a card on the floor. Like you're moving your hands around on the floor, and your fingers pick up a card, and when you pick up the card, a section of the floor melts away, showing a pit.
Hot springs down there.
Yes, that's where I've hidden the hot
Six,
springs.
why don't you jump in to find out?
No!
I think it hasn't been an hour, probably, so I'm still capable of magical girl transforming. Moon power.
Okay.
Well, my instincts prove correct. There do appear to be some traps. So let's proceed cautiously.
Do you keep the card?
Yes.
Okay. It's about a tarot-sized card with a tiled pattern on the front, geometric pattern.
Magic pit disappearing card. Appearing? Disappearing. Disappearing. I guess I'm gonna keep looking around just in case.
Okay.
Until I get to the end.
Give me another perception
Perception or... Okay,
or
I'll do
investigation.
That's a 7.
Okay. Yeah, this looks fine.
Cool. I got them all, guys.
Yay, Elvar. So cool.
Thank you.
So now everyone can see in the center of the room is a pit that extends down into the ground about 15 feet. There doesn't seem to be anything on the bottom, but it is a full center of the room, 5 feet by 20 feet.
6, could you drop something? Well, no, I have 120 feet of dark vision. Can I see anything down there?
No, just flat rock.
I can drop something to see if there's another illusion.
Oh, it's 15 feet down.
Oh, and then there's a...
And then there's a ground.
Yeah, could you drop a rock and make sure that it's a pit and it's not just more illusion?
Do I find a rock?
Yeah, you find a rock.
Awesome, I didn't even need to roll for it. Okay, I'm gonna drop the rock in the pit.
Yeah, you dropped a rock in the pit.
It hits the bottom.
Nothing extra happens? Yes, it does. It's still there, too.
Yor, what do you think? Should we look down there for any reason?
I guess it's your average pit.
It's not particularly deep.
It's a pity
Oh.
that we can't go down there.
This is great.
You can go down there if you want.
This is good time. Yeah.
And then we could have a pity party.
You can both go in there if you want.
Yes!
I think that would be a little
Anna's
pitiful.
planning murders.
What is... so climbing is athletics, so...
Yes, it is. I mean, really, the hard part is getting back up, so...
Yeah.
6, you can use light magic, can't you?
Yes.
There's an easy way to do this. She just holds out like a crossbow bolt. Could you use it on this?
Boop.
I drop it down, see what you can see.
The pit is 5 feet across by 20 feet across. If you want to make a perception check, or if you want to get down there for an investigation...
Well, you lot can... There's light down there now. I'm going to go to the next room.
I could have put that on the rock I put down there. Hannah, I know there was something significant to you about the number of crossbow bolts you were keeping on your person. You didn't need to waste one for my sake.
I only had 68, it's fine.
Okay. Nothing funny about that number.
Exactly. I leave.
Bye-bye.
I think I'm gonna jump down, but I'm gonna hand the end of a rope. Just, would you be able to hold this for me?
Yeah, I'll spot you.
Okay. Woo! Jump.
Okay, so Hannah's all the way at the end by the door. Yours holding a rope. Where's Six right now?
I guess he'll be next to Yor, looking down at the pit. I'm sorry, I got distracted for a second because I was thinking about Hannah counting all the bolts and just like getting lost and counting over again.
She does her best. Okay, so Hannah, you open the latch of the door, and I'm going to need Hannah and Ilavara to make a dexterity check.
Check or save? There is a distinction and it's important.
Ooh, good point. Let me check. It is a save.
Ooh, that means you get the +4, right?
From your aura. Oh, sweet.
From me to you.
Then I got 28 total.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. What happens is that when Hannah lifts up the latch, something in the floor shifts, and the floor starts to slant downwards. So from the door, it would have slanted downwards all the way down. So Ilavara was able to jump out of the way onto the sides. And this isn't just downwards into the pit. The pit itself is also sloping downwards into an unknown region. Can I get one last dexterity save from Yor to see if you get engulfed and into the unknown?
Wow, fun.
So if Ilavara's on the side, isn't she holding a rope?
Yor was holding a rope for Ilavara.
They're both holding the rope, though. So if Ilavara's now on the side,
Yes.
there's rope.
Yeah, right. So it should be Ilavara making a strength check
Oh,
to hold the rope.
cool. I can do that.
Give me an athletics.
This is to stop Yor from falling into the unknown.
This is to stop Yor from falling to oblivion.
15?
15, you are barely able
my God.
to do
God.
it.
I have little spindly arms.
Ilavara was able to jump out of the way, grab the rope as Yor tumbled down, and catch them.
I will help to pull them back up.
Thank you.
While you slowly pull on the rope to tug Yor back up, the room slowly resets. 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute,
Oh my God.
and then back.
Phew.
You alright?
Yor almost took a trip to the hot spring.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Let's get to the other room quickly.
Thanks, Ilavara. My goodness. I like to imagine because they were supporting her and then it shifted so then the rope from them on both ends went like boop, 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 and then
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
did a little tug of war spin.
So the area that was not within that center line, so the center of the room between two doors, the area that was not in there was not affected.
Oh, okay. So that's why I didn't need to make a save. Because I was on the side.
Oh, okay.
Well, then maybe we should open the door from, like, here.
In the corner.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Okay, open the door from there.
Yep.
So Six is going to be the one to open the door and jump in first, I guess.
Sure.
Okay. And you do it. And the trap goes off again, but everyone is able to side skirt it and get out of the way. And you enter into another room.
This was a bad idea.
You gotta save Hyacinth. She better offer us the world's muffins for this.
Oh my god. It's a smaller hexagon in here. Very tight. We can all fit.
Let's be careful.
Gonna take like a careful step into the center of the room.
Nothing happens.
Okay. I'm not gonna move anymore until Ilvara gets in here.
Yes, put me in the center of this titty room. I will join 6 and do an investigation check
On those titties.
on those titties. What are those meant to be on the wall?
Give me a second to do my thing. Excuse me. Beyond the far door of the very normal room is an atrium. A chandelier of soft weirlight at the top of a high domed room that is an octagon in shape, a true octagon, 15 by 15, a bit small, with 4 doors on 4 walls, and between each of them a pedestal with 4 different vases.
You can say pedestal as loud as you want.
Is there something on your mind?
Maybe.
Always.
They do not
They
look
have
that
those,
way
like,
on the map.
I thought they have those like sort of Grecian like column looks where it looks kind of like titties. That's my interpretation. It's an aesthetic. It's classical.
Yeah, this is a very classical looking room. So, as you enter, the door across from you has a large rounded archway, and the door is made of stone and steel, and it has a big keyhole lock on it. The door to your left is shut with no visible lock, and the door to the right is slightly ajar. So each vase is just like a treasure beyond your wildest dreams in your own right, and they're all a bit different. And you rolled an investigation for what purpose?
To check for traps.
Okay. So a 15 investigation, you do not find any traps, but you do find it a bit odd that one door is slightly ajar.
Can I take a peek?
Yes, you may.
What do I roll? Or do I just peek?
You can just peek, or you can do a perception check.
Okay, I peek. I take a little peek.
The right door leads to a small hallway that's about 10 feet long. At the end is a door, and next to it is a smaller door that interrupts the stonework.
It's a little hallway over here.
Do you want me to go first again?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
Hannah.
She just goes.
Is anything smelly? I still have a badger with me.
Oh, true. So, are you heading into the small hallway, and does Lazo want to make me a perception check for sniffing? Are you asking Lazo to sniff for anything in particular?
Traps.
Are they smelly? I like to scent my traps.
Oh.
Yeah, it could be a complicated system.
You found the
trick.
The secret kobold pheromone path.
I don't think I can direct any more than smell as a badger would want to smell at things, so whatever that entails.
Well, I mean, not to play every animal as dog, but I guess if you had, I don't think you have something of Hyacinth's even if you wanted to do a bloodhound situation.
Yeah, we don't have that muffin. Lazo might eat it if we did.
That's true.
It's very coveted. Causing some incidents, perhaps. Even.
He's magical. Does he even need to eat? But he will. That's the thing.
That sounds accurate.
Yes. Nothing has to be smelly. You could just be vibing.
Vibe check for Lazo.
If something specific comes up that you would like Lazo to check, let me know and we can do that. Hannah, you're headed down to... Are you opening a door? Are you checking out the hallway? What would you like to do?
I am going straight down and opening the door.
Which one?
Yes.
The straight across one or the slightly smaller one?
Whichever the bigger one is, because that would have caught my eye first.
Okay. You open the bigger door. So this door opens up to the top, a curved staircase that goes downward. There are lots of very tiny weird lights that are flying around kind of like fireflies. And the weird thing about it is that whenever a light goes off, it's reflected because this room has a lot of different pieces of metal and armor and weaponry in it. So the staircase goes down a quarter of the circle of the room, which is 35 feet in diameter and 2 stories high. The room is mechanically dimly lit. At the bottom of the stairs is a small forge area. Currently cold. There isn't a fire in the forge right now. And then next, counterclockwise, is a series of 3 shelving units that come out from the wall perpendicular. And at the end of each shelving unit is a mannequin with a full suit of armor on it.
No.
Yeah, so from the top of the stairs, you see a door across from the top of the stairs on the ground floor. And, unless you want to do, a perception check or something.
Absolutely.
That's what you got. Cool.
That is a 6.
Yeah, you got everything I said to you. I think Hannah's eye immediately goes towards the center suit of armor because it is extremely shiny full plate with matching sword and shield.
Pretty.
I look at it.
I don't want to presume, but this might be a sexual experience for Hannah.
It is for me.
No,
Yeah, I know.
okay,
I'm
that's
really hot
fine.
for armor, damn it.
Hey, no armor kink shaming here.
So she'll look at it for a few seconds like, oh, I don't want it. But turn and open the other door.
The other door is opens to a crude, not lit at all hallway that is rough stone, and it curves around to the left.
Turn around, kind of shout back down the hallway. Okay, so, armory, weapon room down there, and another hallway curving around down that way.
Let's split up, gang.
Let's not do that.
I think we should stick together.
Just what I was thinking.
I'll boop you on the nose, you silly boy.
Yes, booping. I think I will take a look around just to be safe, if that's okay with everybody.
Where are you going to take a look around?
Well,
Armory.
the armory. I'll go to the armory.
Yeah!
I would like to see Hannah in full plate for no sexual reason whatsoever.
She's in full plate.
I know, but shiny,
More.
beautiful, new full plate.
Fitting plate.
Full plate that might fit her? I mean, you'll have to buy it for her. She's poor.
Okay, anyway, armory. I'm going to go take a look. And I will do investigation because I'm still checking for traps.
Okay.
That's a natural 20.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah. So with a natural 20, you notice something that Hannah definitely did not notice. You notice, kind of pretty well hidden against the wall, is a rope that goes to the top. A bell that is painted the same color as the ceiling.
Is it attached to something, or it's just loose up to the bell?
I mean, it's attached to the rope,
okay.
but it goes up.
So
Let's ring that shit.
Yeah.
no.
I'm having a good time. I don't know about you all, but it's a situation where like the bell is on the wall, like opposite where you open the door. So you could see how someone might not have noticed it, but it's kind of the same color as the wall, and it's attached all the way through. Although you could pull it if you liked by reaching across the banister.
I don't want to. No.
Okay.
Seems clear. Other than this rope and this bell,
Oh, I
Ooh.
didn't even notice.
it's hard to see.
Yeah, I'm gonna go look at the weapons and armor. Okay, thank you. And she goes down.
Oh, okay.
Practically skipping down the stairs. Is Hannah looking for anything specific? Describe what you're doing.
She's kind of just wandering around, taking in the sights of all the armor and like weapons. Like
I'm gonna keep a lookout, but otherwise indulge Hannah in this.
Okay. Yeah, this is
She's
gorgeous.
just gonna stealthily reach for the bell.
Slap you with
Who are
the
you
rapier.
selling against?
Honestly.
Everyone. No, tempting, but I don't think. I mean, does it look like a magic bell, or does it just look like a bell? I mean, like, does it have any inscriptions on it, or is it
Don't
just
think
like...
you can tell. The bell's like 30 feet up in the ceiling.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, it's not like a bell over the door. It's like a little bit more.
It's like a church bell.
Yeah, it's like a church bell. This is a church of armor.
Okay, that would be way too sonorous in the middle of the dungeon. Be pretty cool, though. No, I'm not gonna do it.
Okay, so Hannah, perception check, but I guess you can also do investigation or even history. What would you like to do?
with my -2 in history, I'm not going to do that.
Almost gotcha.
I guess kind of just look around and see.
Okay.
Maybe for like a heavy crossbow or something, and apart from that, just appreciate the weapons. With a 19.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So with a 19, you're going down one of the rows, and you don't just see a crossbow, you see a gorgeous crossbow. That's not like an official thing, but let me just hold on. Let me describe it real fast. So this is a heavy crossbow that is in like a cherry, like a red, orangey cherry wood with steel that's been gilded with gold. So it is very bright and shiny. And it actually folds down to one physical piece. But when the arms of the crossbow are out, it almost looks like 3 rays of a sun.
Wow.
I want it.
Indulgence.
Crying.
I'm having fun.
Lizzie's like, we couldn't tempt you before. Now's the time. Can I make the history check for history?
Yeah, sure.
11.
With an 11, you're taking a look around, and you notice something on the middle, like mannequin in armor, and that it is actually quite old. It reminds you of something. You can't quite put a word to it, but maybe it's like a style or a certain master worker you're familiar with, but something about it is a bit familiar.
It's like from some era, from a history thing.
Oh, and it's not local, is the other thing. it's not like a piece of local history. This is something that is from far away.
What are you thinking, Yor? Join them looking at it?
Yeah. I mean, it's not from around here or this time, so it's probably someone's collection, I guess.
May I do a history check?
Yes, you may. Do you have a more specific question?
Yeah, Six is gonna hear this, and he wasn't interested. He wasn't interested until people started talking about history.
Yeah, I don't.
Like, I'm my own best, weapon of choice.
I did roll a 10, but
That's a very sorcerer thing to say.
Armor would only slow me down and hide my hot bod.
as long as he's not trying to mess with the bell.
Oh, ooh, ouch.
None of us recognize this.
So total for history check is an 11, a 10, a 10. Whatever gift there is of like a DM tearing something up.
I think there's one of Matt Mercer doing that.
Yeah, so both of you get a very similar sense as Yor does, that this is something that's a foreign in make. It's very old, and it kind of gives you the sense of like, oh, it's so cool that all of these small intricate parts of plate armor were kept together for so long. Like that is you're all kind of a little bit playing nerds, no offense, but
We're all a little bit what?
that's kind of a cool thing. Okay, maybe Hannah's a jock, but this is a cool place for a jock to have fun. But yeah, it's just, you're taking a second, you're like admiring, oh, right, it's so easy for one thing to have to be replaced, for one piece of armor to get damaged beyond repair, but this is something that has lasted a long time.
Oh, it's a veritable panoply.
Is Six sort of considers this for a second?
That's literally what that word means. I don't know.
Yeah.
But when he can't figure out exactly when it's from or any sort of historical significance, he goes back to looking like someone who's tagging along with their friend in a store they're not really interested in. He's just sort of looking at his feet, looking at the bell, twiddling his thumbs, all four of them.
Bringing out his cute little hat.
Oh, yeah, wringing out his hat.
You know Hannah's not going to take anything, right?
Yeah, I know, we're too good. Whoops.
Yeah, I didn't even take anything from those pools.
Yep.
So they were still attached to dead people, but still.
I think if Hannah had known about the pool stuff, she would have said to take it. But this is clearly someone's, well-maintained place
Their
that
closet.
they're still in.
Yeah, what are we?
So, mannequins and shit.
I wonder who lives here.
Okay, let's jump back to Hannah while everyone's mesmerized, thinking about comparing history lesson notes. What you doing?
Admiring, and then kind of turning back to everyone and going, well, I think we should keep going. This is a very lovely collection, but, I think we should keep going.
Okay, well, what's the next? Where can we go? Is this a door up top that we missed?
So at the top of the staircase is the door leading to the rough, windy hallway that was not explored yet. There is also a door over here at the other side of the room on the ground floor.
We just check that one out then.
I think so.
After you, Hannah.
Yeah. And she goes. Kind of probably takes a few looks back at all the weapons and armor, but goes through, not taking anything.
Okay, so Hannah goes through the door, and the door at the bottom of the armory leads to a turn, a right turn that goes down a hallway that is about 45 feet down and then makes a left turn. This hallway is notably steamy and hot, and the stone walls are slick with condensation, and everything smells kind of minerally. It's just a little bit nasty. maybe a bit misty in here.
Nasty hot springs.
She turns around to the others and goes, long corridor, kind of. I'm gonna keep going, see where it goes.
We're right behind you.
Keep going.
Okay. Before you get to the end, Hannah, who did not check everything, goes over a tripwire.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. And a net falls from the ceiling.
A tiny net.
Not a tiny net.
Oh.
It covers the whole darn thing. So the net is going to start pulling up towards the end of the hallway. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Can 6 use his claws after initiative?
After initiative.
Okay.
At the top, you feel a tug, and it goes up 10 feet. And a panel opens up at the end of the hallway that's kind of like a chute. It is not lit. Okay, next is 6.
6 is gonna try to slash open the net with his claws.
Okay, make an attack roll, please. Technically, while you are under the net, you are restrained. Oh, and I do need everyone to make a strength saving throw real quick as well.
20.
That's a 4 from me.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, I crit.
A 20, a nat 20,
Nice.
a 4.
Technically an 8.
Ooh.
Damn.
Okay, so
Yours not having it.
Yor and Ilavara fall prone.
Cool.
6 manages to stay up, and so does Hannah. However, everyone is also restrained. So,
What happens with restrained again?
restrained, your speed is 0. You can't benefit from bonuses to speed. You have disadvantage on dex saving throws. And attack rolls against you have advantage, and your attack rolls have disadvantage.
Okay, so I gotta roll my attack roll twice.
No, you're fine.
With disadvantage.
That's what I mean is I roll it with disadvantage.
Yes.
So, and it looks like an 8.
In 8, you're unable to hit it.
Okay.
You're just in a panic. The claws go straight through.
See the GIF in the chat.
I will. Hold on.
Beautiful.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to do?
I mean,
Because that was your
that's
action.
my action. I don't think I have any bonus actions I could take. I should have just done like burning hands or something. I don't know.
Yes, burn the net everyone is in.
Yes. Burn us all.
Nets can't make a dexterity, whatever it is. Okay, so I think that's it for 6. Next up is Yor.
Yeah.
Hey, Yor, what you want to do?
Hey, I guess I too will try to slash it with, this short sword makes more sense.
Give me an attack with disadvantage.
Yeah. It's more blade for your buck. It's a 7. Make a second attack.
Yes, you may. Because a 7
No,
does not
it doesn't. 14.
A 14 does hit.
Okay.
So you're able to start slicing through the thick rope of the net. Anything else from Yor?
Can Lazo bite it?
Does Lazo have an attack option?
Yes, because it's a bite.
Okay, yeah. Give me a bite with disadvantage from a badger. Let's see what the badger does.
It's +2, and then I'll just do it twice then.
So Lazo, use bite.
Use bite!
It's super effective against net.
Did I do it right?
It is, though.
Wait, it is.
Shark, crit
Yes,
shark, crit
yes, you are doing it right.
shark. Oh, it's
No, it's disadvantage, yeah.
It is disadvantage, but the badger got a crit. I guess I need to open up my table just in case now.
He's the only one that's rolling well for me.
An 18 does hit though. Do some damage. Do some badger damage.
yes, what is it?
Oh god, the cutest growl comes out of this
Oh, cute.
badger.
I'm sorry for that hideous laugh.
It's okay.
I
No,
forgot that
it's
it's. Let me roll that 1d1 real fast. It's a 1! That's 1 damage.
That's
Yes.
the worst and best possible roll you could have gotten.
Yes! Amazing.
Good boy and bad boy.
Good boy! Good job, buddy.
Ilavara. What you gonna do?
I'm gonna get the dagger out of my boot somehow and try to cut a hole in the thing.
Okay, give me attack roll at disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Blam.
A 16 hits, and that's 5 damage.
16? Okay.
Yeah, you're making your way through.
Sweet.
Anything else from Ilavara?
Nah, just trying to maneuver without kicking Yor in the face.
Okay. Next up is Hannah.
Great sword time.
Great sword time.
I have a thing I can do, and it's called Great Sword, and that's about it.
That's my favorite spell.
18.
18 hits for 10 slashing.
My second attack. 11.
Also hits.
Okay. Action surge. Let's go again. For 2 more. 9 and a 6. Oh no.
Neither hit.
Yeah, 16 slashing total.
Yeah, it is starting to fall apart, but it's not all the way apart yet. Okay, next up. The net attempts to stun everyone. Oh, I guess technically I have to make a roll with advantage as a net. Okay, does a 15 hit anyone?
No.
Yes.
No.
Ilavara, you take 7 damage as your sword gets caught in a part of the net that has
Ow.
this metal coil in it. And it jolts you for 7 lightning damage.
Oh.
It also moves everyone
Oh, fuck.
10 feet back towards the end of the hall. So, next round, unless you break this, Yor and Six are going on a trip to the, to the hop strings. Okay, Six, what's up?
I am going to aim up with burning hands. I don't know if the net can make a dexterity saving throw.
I was joking, but it can't, because it's a net.
Okay. Okay. Well, then it should take 3d6 fire damage, which I shall roll. And since it is flammable, I guess it catches fire.
It is
of a flammable material.
So this is cool. Roll that damage. Set your friends on fire. Do some sorcerer stuff. Max damage for a 10.
Damn, that's kind of bad.
Yeah, so a 10 is going to do it as... No, that's the damage.
No, I think that's the whole...
Yes. It's not max
3d6,
damage. It's my
so-
mistake. But it is high enough for you to sever the net at year end, and only the part that would have gone to the chute, you sever it right after. So part of it disappears, a panel lowers down, and you are all under a burning net that you can get out of now.
Toss it aside and stomp on it, guys.
Yeah, true.
Aw, I'm not even too bothered because I'm heat resistant.
I think I am too.
Heck yeah. High five.
Yeah. Curb stomp the net.
You still going in initiative, or?
Oh, we are no longer initiative. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I just... I hate this fucking place. Why are we here?
That was fun.
Do we even know if Hyacinth is here?
Not really. I mean, this doesn't seem like a dragon's lair to me, does it? To you?
Where?
I don't know why a dragon would have humanoid mannequins.
You can do a history check,
They like to collect things, don't they?
an arcana check, even.
Your kobold friend or whatever said Hyacinth was here, but do you know that for sure?
Well, this isn't really where he was leading us. We we lost him, so who knows really if he was talking about this place. So, I don't know. History, you said?
Or arcana for, roll for dragon lore.
Guess history is my best one. Oof, 7.
So you guys 7, but Yor got an 18 for dragon.
How dare you
Your
know more
lore.
about dragons than me, the dragon cat.
I mean, the question is how much Six knows about his family's history or not. So, and how much of that history is a story versus truth is part of it as well, right?
Yeah.
Like how much of it is also like what we tell people happened versus what happened. But with an 18 history, you know that dragons are so rare. You have never met someone who has met a dragon. You have met 6, and a dragonborn, or several, and that's the extent of your experience with dragons.
And Moritz.
And Moritz is a
tiny
full-grown dragon. Now,
He's a tiny kobold.
this isn't a world where dragons are common. In fact, they are rare, if ever present. So there isn't like a culture of adventurers going out into dragon lairs and killing them here. There isn't that. But the world is very big. There's a lot of room for all sorts of things in this world. So all sorts of mysteries could be happening.
Six doesn't know that. He just thinks dragons are everywhere.
Yeah. As far as Six is aware, dragons are common and they're at every midwinter party with the family.
They're so cool.
So I don't think that with an 18 Yor would know like different kinds. You probably know that they are semi-mythical beings that have been around for a very long time and could live for a very long time. You probably know of someone who has slain a dragon that's probably about as familiar to Yor as like St. George slays a dragon to us today. It's a myth. It's a legend. It doesn't actually happen. These things aren't real. This is just,
Yeah.
it's just some weird sort of kobold thing.
We don't know for sure what's going on here, but we're fairly certain that Hyacinth is being captive. That's really all that matters, yeah?
Are we even that sure?
Yeah.
Barely. I mean, somebody offered the old guy those muffins.
Moritz said that she needed help and that she wasn't safe where she was. He called her his friend, but he said that the others, like him, were potentially hostile. And he said something about the Big, which is, I think, the dragon. I asked if there were many like him, and he said yes. And then I asked if there was a big one like him, and he said yes, the Big. Hyacinth may be hidden somewhere, but I wouldn't be confident that she can remain as such for very long, and if indeed Moritz did come at her behest in order to find us, well, that means that Hyacinth has faith that we should be able to handle whatever situation she's in. At least that's what I hope. Unless she was trying to tell us to get the rest of the First Bastion mercenary company, but I don't know. We only got here.
It wouldn't have been timely to go get help.
Oh yes, exactly. We only got here so quickly because of her tree magic.
I can't shake the feelings this is a trap. Just as a whole, this entire situation.
We should just proceed thinking that's true.
I'm still holding out on the little guy.
We could ring the bell.
If you do that, I'm leaving.
Well, where do we go from here?
Keep going forward, I guess.
Okay. So you go around the corner of the hallway. Another net does not come down. Lucky ducks. Okay, and as you go around, you see an intersection. One way kind of turns back the way you came, so that's going to be another left. And there are some stairs that go up towards a door. And the other way, there are some stairs that go downwards. And you can't quite see past there because there is even more steam.
I'm just going to go to the closest door.
Getting closer.
Hannah has started to have enough of this place. I'm just going to the closest door and opening it.
Oh, okay.
Six gives one last stomp on the net before following everyone down the hallway.
Okay, so the closest door, I guess, would be that turn to go up the stairs because there is a door at the top. So is that where you're headed?
Hey?
I guess the other closest door would be, if you want to go back through the armory, there was that other door. And then there were even more doors before that. So,
Upwards.
So many doors.
Upwards.
upwards? Okay.
Yeah, that one looks promising.
You make the turn around the hallway, you turn again, you go up the stairs. It's about 15 feet up the stairs, and at the top is a door. What you gonna do?
Right through.
Right through. This door is locked.
The stair flattens and I shoulder charge it.
You shoulder charge it?
Yep. Fight for this place.
I guess give me an attack roll.
Oh, hang on, that was with disadvantage, so I'm still a 7.
No, a 7's not going to be able to hit. But you whack into the door. It's a wood door, if that helps. You certainly whack that Morningstar into the door.
Door's locked up here. Come back down.
Well, I thought I had thieves' tools, but I am probably thinking of another character, so I don't.
I have thieves' tools. There was that one time I used.
Oh, you do?
No, I said
think
do
you
I?
used your...
Question mark. But there
Oh.
was that one time I used my claws and broke a nail.
I do remember that. Well, if we don't have any way of picking that lock, then maybe we should retrace our steps and get back to where we started.
Oh, my hat pin. I knew this would come in handy. He takes his
Oh, no.
hat pin out of his new hat. The hat
Sorry,
pin.
do you mean the magical item I gave you that you never figured out what it did?
I didn't know it was a magical item.
No.
It was just like a mother of pearl hat pin.
No, feel free to use the hat pin.
Oh no, it's gonna explode.
Here, pick the lock with this. You can do that, right?
Yep.
Just be careful, I look real sharp in it. Or rather, when it's in my hat.
You want me to do it?
Yes.
Okay. So improvise thieves' tools that may or may not explode on me.
We don't know that.
Give me
What
half
shall
a
I
second.
roll?
I can't detect
I know
magic.
how
Okay.
old these notes are. A hat pin with an elaborate mother of pearl decoration on the head.
Yeah.
I mean, I know what it is.
Oh.
I didn't write down what it was, but I know what it is.
Oh. I seriously had no idea it was magical. I think we got it off of Ponytail.
Yeah, you did.
Mm-hmm.
Should I tell you it's magical, or do you want to, like, try to figure it out, or do you want to ignore it until something like this happens?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
We should
roleplay,
probably figure that out later.
Yeah, I'm
Ignore
gonna
it?
roleplay
Okay,
I wanna
cool.
ignore
Still thinking
it.
It's a normal hat pin that makes me look handsome for
It's gorgeous.
asking out boys.
Mm-hmm. So remind me, is anyone carrying something with light at the moment?
No.
Nope.
Okay. So when you press the pin into the lock, instantly radiating out from the lock, the surfaces around you, the person who pushed the pin in, 30 feet radius, so all the way down the hallway, turns into a slippery, smooth crystal surface with many small facets of druzy that catch any light in the premises. So I guess not much. So everyone other than that takes
Oh no.
2d8 psychic damage.
Oh God.
Takes 12 psychic damage, and I need a dexterity saving
Oh
throw
my god.
against Ilavara's spellcasting DC to fall prone, except for Ilavara, who used the pin.
Dang.
Hey, y'all, check if your items
Cool.
are magical.
10 total.
Does Lazo have to roll dexterity too? Does Lazo take damage?
Oh no! Oh no!
Okay, that makes sense. That's just what I want to know.
I don't want to kill Lazo.
The badger.
Let's do it.
Don't even. I'm holding him. Does that count?
Oh, actually, that you're not attuned, so that also happens to Ilavara.
Oh no!
For the dexterity save?
For the dexterity save and the damage.
Okay. I got 23 for
Okay.
dex save.
So, oh boy, this is just a hot mess. Okay, your spell save DC, Ilavara, is 11.
Sweet.
So, there's 11 against Dex. Oh no, Hannah and 6?
Do we turn into crystals?
No, you do not. You fall prone.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you fall
10
prone.
total, so.
Mhm.
If the door turned into crystal, now Hannah can smash it.
It did turn into crystal.
So it kind of works.
Is that easier? Somehow.
Just kind of like stuck there for a second, being like, what the fuck? Did I set off a trap?
Lazo does disappear. I forgot about that. So it just goes poof, and yours like, my boy!
Lazo!
The sweet boy!
You were
It's
so
fine.
young.
He's magical. Nobody panic.
I barely knew you at all.
It's okay.
Could it have been this pin? 6?
I suppose so. I've had that for, gosh, how long has it been? Like 2 days? A day? Since like we interrogated Ponytail?
I mean, basically, yeah.
I had that for a couple days now. I only just started wearing it in my new hat.
JT is never gonna give us anything ever again.
I'm gonna check the door for traps just to verify that it wasn't a trap I just set off. Hopefully.
Can anyone here detect magic?
That's a 13 investigation.
A 13 investigation. There was not a trap on the door. It was locked, though. I mean, I guess technically it's still locked. It's just in crystal. It's like an ice crystal too.
Let us cautiously come back down the hall. Hannah, maybe you want to try the door now?
I mean, I can try. I'm fucking fed up with this place. Morningstar out.
Mm-hmm.
Smash door.
Here, 6. You take this back and let's be wary of using it in the future.
6 just sort of like warily pins it back in his hat. Yeah, I still look pretty sharp. He's like looking at himself in one of the crystal walls now. He's like, still looks good.
Is everyone all right?
Yes. That was very unpleasant, though.
I guess.
Hurt my brain a bit.
Okay, give me that Morningstar hit.
7.
7 doesn't make it through. You make a dent, you pick at it, and you can feel that this is, there's now a web of broken, like, ice and crystal. But you do not make it through.
If it's ice, perhaps I could hit it with a firebolt. Oh, it's a firebolt. It's just a little cantrip.
Everybody stand back like a lot if we're doing this.
And that was just a hat pin.
24, 11 fire damage.
That does it. Do you want to describe how your firebolt hits and melts this crystal ice?
Well, 6 just sort of stands up straight and then pulls back his finger, points at the door, and a molten beam of fire just shoots from his fingertip, and it sort of melts like a pinhole sort of shape in the, like, where the beam is, and then after like a second it just sort of shatters open into a bigger hole. I don't know if that makes sense outside of anime logic, but
yeah, it is. You've basically we started from a place of trying to pick a lock, and now the door is destroyed.
yay!
It's one way to do it.
Let's just keep going.
Okay, so who goes in first?
Yor, do you have any cure for a headache, perhaps?
I mean, I can. All I got is laying on hands. Does that help your head?
I suppose not. Better to use that later.
6 is gonna blow on his fingertip like the mouth of a gun, and then sidle on to the back of the group.
Yeah. So, first off, when you do that, there's a whole lot of steam, and then when there's this whole, even more steam comes out, and it is very heavily scented.
Very dank.
But I am missing some HP, so actually, Yor, if you don't mind sharing a lay on hands, it would be appreciated.
Oh, okay. I have 5 left for you.
Thank you.
Thanks for not letting me get eaten by a hole in the ground.
Anytime.
Let's not do this again, but I appreciate it.
So how much does lay on hands heal?
5. I only had 5 left.
That'll do. Follow Hannah into the pit.
You do your lay on hands. Hannah walks in, and Hannah, I need you to make a perception check for me, please.
Cool. 22.
Okay. Hannah notices the pressure plate doesn't step on it, is in the doorway, and Hannah, you see an oddly shaped room, a pentagonal room, where you are at the corner, and on the other side are 2 wood cells with seating, and in between them outside is a smoking incense brazier, and steaming in, coming in through pipes, vents up high in the ceiling is a whole bunch of steam, and this is kind of a whole heady situation, and in one of the cells is a big gray dog napping.
I thought that was his dog. I'm like, is that a dog?
I just look in and go, it's just a sauna, and turn around and walk back down the stairs.
Hannah confirmed for cat person. Can't say 6 is surprise.
Is it really?
There's no way forward from here. It's a waste of time.
I want to poke my head in. What? Wait, what is this back part you said?
Yeah, they're locked and closed.
Cells? Are they locked? Closed?
Yes.
The dog is locked in the cell?
Is it Hyacinth in a dog form?
I know, right?
You're good with animals.
Dog.
Should talk to him.
I can even talk to them if I want to.
Do it.
Dog.
We just see Yor going, bark, 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 bark.
Bark, bark. Show puppy.
So, Yor, I assume you're going to, I mean, I don't think Hannah said anything, so give me a perception check.
Oh boy. 17.
Woo! Yor does not notice steps on a pressure plate.
No!
Ah, Jesus Christ.
That was a...
So, how much HP does Yor have?
42.
What kind of question is
what
that?
happened because of dog. We're all just like,
Yeah, look.
Pupper.
Pop. You know what you were doing. Put a dog in here. I have to go see.
Just like forget everything else, including to metagame, knowing there's a trap there.
Sorry, how many did you say?
Hannah told you there's no way forward.
You said 52? 42? Okay. Check for dog. Won't say what that amount is. How much for Ilivara?
49.
Okay, so what happens is that when Yor enters this room, here's dog, puts together some things, and Yor, you go in and you see what Hannah saw. You see the smoke coming out of the incense brazier. You see the vents up high on the wall, bringing in steam. This whole room is, very heavily scented, and you see a dog sleeping on the side, and then you feel your foot go. It's like you missed a step on a staircase. It's that kind of jarring, and then a spell smacks into your face, and basically explodes in the room and through the hallway. And Yor and Ilivara go down. They are both asleep. 6 and Hannah are unaffected, but I'm sure you can smell the effects of the spell and the sand and soot in the air as it explodes. And you triggered an alarm. It starts going off.
I told you that.
You didn't say jack shit about a trap, Hannah.
I said there's no way forward from here and to leave.
We don't have time to argue. There's an alarm going off. Oh, sorry.
What does the alarm sound like?
I think it's a series of bells that are all connected with a kobold-style web of twine throughout the whole thing. And you hear the large dogs of dong dong of the bell in the armory go off. You hear little trinkles of bells from other places far off. And then you don't, as this alarm goes through beyond where you can hear.
Six is gonna immediately go check on Yor and Ilavara. Like, he's just gonna sort of, like, kneel down and be like, "Are you guys alright?"
Can't answer.
Is that enough to wake me
you're
up?
asleep for 1 minute, but everyone starts to hear some sounds of things coming towards you. You hear some metallic clinking. You hear some shouts.
Okay, wait. Let me check my spells. 'Cause I think I have invisibility, but I don't think it can cover all of us.
I come up to the closest person, just shake him awake.
What happened?
Trap set off. You're set off an alarm.
Yor?
I'm gonna go wake him up.
Just like drowsily get up.
I'll go and wake Yor up as well.
Legs are kind of shaky. Trying to force myself up.
What happened?
You stepped on a trap.
Why is there a dog over there?
I don't know, and I don't particularly care.
What's the dog doing?
Sleeping.
Metallic sounds coming in. They probably know we're here now. Ready for a fight. I'm gonna get back out in front of everyone.
Okay.
Let's run down the hallway. I think that's, like, maybe the best course of action.
The hallway that goes downwards into the fog.
Yes.
Okay. Let's figure out the last action because I'm going to wrap it up soon. So figure out where you want to station yourselves, I guess.
The hallway could be good if we want to bottleneck them.
If we're fighting, running down a place where we don't know, it's going to be fine. Here is a 3-way intersection. I can block them off, and a single position is far easier defensible than running. They know the layout of this place, we don't.
Maybe we can hole up in this pentagonal room then. And then you are at the top of the stairwell as well, so you have the upper ground.
Maybe you could talk to them, Six.
Me? Why me? 'Cause Draconic?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
yes, I suppose if they I don't know if they'll really want to listen to me. They might be caught off guard to
Well,
find
we don't have time.
someone who speaks Draconic in this situation.
Well, so that gives me time to cut them down.
Yes. Well, and I can hurl firebolts down at them too. Like I said, we have the upper ground at the top of the stairs.
Okay, let's do it. Let's all huddle in here then.
I'm staying down here.
I think that's where we're going to end it for this session. That's all spooky, isn't it?
Damn it,
Okay.
dog.
It's like knocking a bucket down a well.
Yeah? Without the drums, though. I noticed. I should have added drums. Yeah, I don't think drums do well in high humidity. This is a high humidity situation. City and Snow is part of Novi Studios and takes place in the setting of Lanamora ages before the events of the Legends of Lanamora podcast. To find more City and Snow content, share your thoughts or predictions, or keep up with the silliness, check out this Twitter account, City and Snow. Thank you again to my wonderful players. How can people find you all?
I'm Miranda, and you can find me at Brotato Farm on Twitter and itch.io and Ko-Fi.
Hi, I'm Izzy, and you can find me and my inability to let sleeping dogs lie at Squishy Night on Twitter and Linktree.
I am Anna. You can find my stuff on Linktree at Unruly Cryptid.
I'm Lane. You can't find me. I'm a woods cryptid. I'll come and steal your shoes if you go hiking in the woods. I don't know where this bit is going, but you can probably find me at Line the Order on Twitter.
Oh, and I'm Lizzie, and you can find me making bad Media Watching Decisions at LIZY_BR. That's Lizzie Burr on Twitter. To check out more shows and streams from Novi Studios, visit novistudio.io. That's novistudio.io. And that's all from us. Thanks! Thank you, goodbye!
Bye!
Bye.
Bye!